Have you ever find yourself scrolling through social media, watching random videos or organizing your desk when you actually have something important to do? If so, you are not alone. Procrastination is something that affects everyone at the same point. But why do we procrastinate? Even we know it's harmful. What's going on inside our minds when we delay a task until the last minute? To make this relatable, let me share a personal experience. One time I had a major presentation coming up. Instead of preparing early, I kept postponing it, thinking there was plenty of time. I convinced myself that I worked better under pressure. But as the deadline loomed closer, I found myself panicking or cramming everything in the last moment and staying up all night to finish it. The result? A rushed presentation, unnecessary stress, and a feeling that could have done much better if I had just started earlier. To understand procrastination, we need to look inside the mind. There are two competing forces at work. One, the rational decision maker. This part of the brain focuses on logic, planning, and long-term goals. It understands deadlines, responsibilities, and the benefits of work ahead of time. Two, the instant gratification monkey. This part of the brain only cares about fun, comforts, and avoiding efforts. It doesn't think about deadlines or consequences, it just wants to enjoy the present moment. When we set out to do something important, the rational decision maker is in control. But as soon as the task feels boring or difficult, the instant gratification monkey takes it over. Instead of working, we end up watching videos, scrolling endlessly, or doing anything except task at hand. The dark playground. When the instant gratification monkey is in charge, we enter a place called the dark playground. This is where we engage in our leisure, doing the thing that we feel fun, but it comes with this sense of guilt, stress, and anxiety. The more time we spend here, the worse we feel. Yet we struggle to break free. I remember spending watching productive videos about time management instead of doing actual work. I felt like I was doing good things, but in reality, I just rejecting the real task. The next thing I know that the entire day I slept away. Procrastinators don't truly enjoy these distractions because in the back of their mind they know they should be working. This cycle repeats, leading to frustrations and self-doubt. The panic monster. Even though the instant gratification monkey loves to avoid works, there's one thing that is scare it away. The panic monster. The panic monster wakes up when a deadline dangerously close, triggering stress, fear of failure. This is when procrastinators suddenly find the motivation to pull all works all night, like a Superman, and complete task at the last minute. This explains why so many people only start working the deadline is just hours away. While it might sit effective, this method creates unnecessary stress, tiredness, and often leads lower quality work. The real problems: life without deadline. But what happens when there is no deadline? Personal goal like getting fit, writing a book, learning a skill, or making a career change don't have strict due to date. Since there is no immediate consequences, the panic monster stays asleep. These goals getting postponed indefinitely. This is the most dangerous part of procrastination. not just missing deadlines, but missing out on personal growth, ambitions, and opportunities. Let me give you an example. I once planned to join a workshop to improve my public speaking. Since there is no urgency, I kept putting it off. Months turned into a year, and I had made no progress. Without a deadline, my goal remained just a thought instead of becoming reality. How to handle procrastinations? To break free procrastination, we need to practical strategies. 1. Recognize the instant gratification monkey. The first step is awareness. If you catch yourself procrastinating, push and ask, is this really productive or am I just avoiding the work? 2. Set a personal deadlines. If a task doesn't have a deadline, create one. Setting specific time limits can wake up the panic monster before it's too late. 3. Use the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. If it's longer, break it into a similar steps to make it more manageable. 4. Eliminate distractions. Identify your biggest distractions like social media, TV, and notifications, and create work-friendly environment. 5. Reward yourself. Use positive reinforcement. Work for 30 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Small rewards keep you motivated. Accountability matters. Tell someone about your goal or deadline. 5. Reward yourself. Use productive reinforcement. Work for 30 minutes, then take a 5-minute breaks. Small reward keep you motivated. I once tried the work for 25 minutes, then for 5-minute breaks technique, and it changed everything. Instead of leading the long study sessions, I focused on short bursts of effort. It made a task feel less overwhelming and kept me productive. Procrastination isn't just about laziness. It is the battle between short-term pleasure and long-term success. To break this circle, we need to recognize the instant gratification monkey, set a personal deadline, and avoid waiting for the panic monster. The next time you catch yourself procrastinating, ask yourself, who is in control right now? And more importantly, what can I do to take control back? The choice is yours, so why not start?